Welcome to Sam Roberts Show, everybody. This is going to be a huge show today. Bobby Kelly's coming in here in a little bit. But before we get to that, I wanted to start very strong today. That's why Mel B is here. Mel B.
I thought you were going to say something else, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You just start what?
You were getting excited?
I was curious what you were going to say next. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Of course, people know Mel B is one of the judges on AGT, America's Got Talent. They know you from your career with the Spice Girls. They know you from years of being in show business.
I have,
At this point, it has to feel good to know that you have managed to maintain a career outside of a group. Even though, AGT is a group of judges, to be able to step out of being so famous as part of a group.
Yeah.
And be a host or a judge or a TV personality has got to be like, this is just me.
You know what it is? I feel very lucky to be given different opportunities. And even when I was part of the group, I did release a song with Missy Elliott that went quite well. That was like early on. So I've always kind of had a little bit of, ants in my pants. I like to kind of switch it up and do a bit of everything and anything that I enjoy. So I've managed to do that for quite some time, like you said, outside of the group. But I love my girls. They're my everything. Did
you love them throughout the whole thing? Or I would imagine at some point when there's 5 girls and they're sitting there like everything's a democracy or
we're like sisters. Some days we love each other. Some days we don't love each other. And we've had our ups and downs, definitely. But I mean, I was just in London last week and we all sat round Jerry's dining room table and just had a good old chat with a cup of tea and a glass of champagne at the same time.
Isn't it amazing how much more pleasant those conversations get when you're not forced to have them with each other like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Well, we got ourselves together.
You're right.
So it was our choice to kind of want to be with each other, and we were all misfits. None of us were getting auditions that we wanted to get. So it was like we figured we'd just create our own thing. So I think because it stemmed from something like, oh my God, you feel the same way I do, let's just rock and roll ourselves. It kind of gave us that longevity. That's why we're still friends 20 years later.
Because you're on a journey together. That's, I think, a misconception. I think a lot of people think that when the Spice Girls first popped up, they heard, oh, it's just a bunch of girls who answered a newspaper ad, and then they became the Spice Girls.
There was an audition for a girl group that 2 of us applied for, but nothing ever came of it. And then we were undercover for about a year, scrimping and saving with all our monies and trying to record songs. And we wrote our first album before anybody had even heard of us.
You wrote it?
Yeah, we wrote all of our songs.
That doesn't happen really with pop artists very much anymore.
20 years ago it did. For us, we were like, if we're going to be up there singing, let's sing about something that we all feel passionate about and that means something.
Right. How do you all write together?
Easy.
Yeah?
Because we all have different experiences in life, but we're all misfits. We're all like the odd ones out. So you just kind of write about what girls were going through or what you were going through at that time. And when we started writing, we were 16, 17, and 18.
And is that just like you're all together in a room and you're just throwing out ideas?
Well, for example, Melanie's really good at melodies. Emma's really good at doing the harmonies. Jerry's really good about, okay, let's all focus on this kind of topic.
Right.
And then I just put my own little flavor on it, and Victoria puts more of an intelligent twist on it. So part of it, all areas covered.
But a big part of it is knowing your strengths. Like being comfortable with your strengths and knowing other people's strengths and not trying to. Because I think a lot of times with groups, you end up having one person that wants to be good at everything.
Oh, no.
And then it fucks up the whole thing.
No, like I said, we're all kind of not perfect. So
yeah,
us coming together, we knew that what she can do, I can't do, but what I can do, she can't do. So it kind of fit together like a jigsaw puzzle, luckily.
And then what happens to reality when you achieve the level of success that the Spice Girls achieved? Because at that point, you can't possibly, at least in that moment, have any semblance of a real life or realizing what reality is.
Well, we did. I mean, we had a lot of our, parents that would come in and out of our tour dates and stuff. And we had a pretty down-to-earth reality check within ourselves. I mean, we had money, we had fame, but I still wanted to go, and I still wanted to go and do my own grocery shopping and buy my own milk and make my own breakfast. You kind of have to have a bit of a balance, and that's what all of us always did, because we weren't on tour constantly. I mean, we did have days off that we gave ourselves days off, but we wanted to kind of tour the world and make an impact. So we were hustling it up for quite some time together.
Have there been any moments where you have not wanted to be in the public eye, like where you've just not wanted a public life? Because, like you said...
Yeah, when you come from a workout and you've got no makeup on and there's paparazzi up in your face. But, I mean, it doesn't bother me like that.
It doesn't?
No, I just think, that's just going to be one of those pictures I'm going to go, oh, God, look at me. But I've just come from a workout. I am normal. And I don't shy away from the camera yet. I'm not, come and picture me unless, you're going to a red carpet event. I carry on my day as usual. I drop my kids off at school. I, go about my day. When
you have, like, every 6 months a new report about something that's going on in whatever relationship you're in some tabloid, does that give you pause? Like, I got to stop doing all this TV stuff? Or is that just another one of those?
I don't really pay that much attention to it because half of the stuff that people write about you isn't really 100% true.
Right.
Or they've taken an element of it and blown it out of proportion. And that doesn't bother me. And I think people that, I read those magazines and we all read them. And that not all of that's true. So I'm not going to get myself worked up about it.
It is kind of startling. Not all of that's true. I know not all of that's true, but it is kind of startling how many people get like a gossip magazine and treat it like it's the New York Times. Like, did you hear what's going on with Mel? And I'm like, well, just it has like some photo of you walking around and says, obviously she's not happy because you're frowning in the one moment.
It does make me laugh though, that kind of thing, because I see it when I go and get my nails done or I go to the hair salon. I'll overhear the girl gossip, people that I don't know. And that is their kind of ritual thing.
Yeah.
Where they gossip about stuff like that. But I think...
But when it's not you, you're probably doing it about the other people, right?
Yeah.
It's because it's human.
Just gossip, but I find it funny. We all love a little bit of a gossip. You just don't take it too seriously.
Yeah. And I guess you have the benefit of having so many people have talked about you for so long that you realize everything just kind of passes eventually.
Well, I think if it's not your husband or your close circle talking crap about you, if it's outside people, then who cares?
You can shut it off.
You don't know me that well. So
right. Are you glad when the Spice Girls were around that there wasn't social media and TMZ?
I think we would have been screwed if there was.
Is that right?
Because we were crazy on tour. We were like man-eaters. Well, I was.
You were?
Yeah. But in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, the most wholesome. Yeah, because it was like you were very popular with like 7 and 8 year old girls.
Yeah, and also lots of guys that were secretly listening to our music and coming to concerts with their friends.
So when you say you were man-eaters, were you like, those kind of 80s hair bands that would have people going out and being like, I like that dude, that dude.
I was, yeah, all day long.
Wow.
I used to have lots of parties in my hotel room.
That must have been a blast.
For me it was, yeah. I was, 18 touring the whole entire world with 4 of my best friends.
And at no point you were like, you know what, it's time to settle down.
Well, I did. At 23, I had my baby. She's now 16.
So at 23,
I got married.
Was so much accelerated in your life? Like, was 18 to 23 so like whatever I want that by the time you hit 23, it's like I've lived a life?
Well, the thing is, yes and no. I come from the northern part of England, and in my town, you kind of leave school, get pregnant, get married. That's the order you do stuff in. So I was brought up around that, but I knew there was more to life than just that. And even though I wanted to have kids early on in my life, I was like, no, I want to be able to earn my own money, have my career, this, that, and the other. So come 22,
and go
23.
On a dude hunt too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come 22, 23, I was like, oh my God, time's running out for me. My friend's already had a baby. She's 17, my friend. I'm like, her baby's like already 5 years old.
But you don't even clue into your head, my friend's not a fucking Spice Girl. We have different life experiences going on.
But I always wanted to have kids. I wanted to be a young mum, and I wanted to be able to provide for my kids.
Obviously, you're happy with having kids and everything because you love your kids, but how do you process, okay, I need to get a divorce? Because it sounds like...
I know my first divorce was pretty messy, but I got married quite quick and then divorced quite quick.
How long was the marriage?
I think about 9 months.
So it was nothing.
The term of a pregnancy.
Yeah, you were like, you served your purpose.
Birth, now bye.
Now go. Which is kind of amazing because like you were talking about growing up, you have this pressure to be a young mom, and these are the role models, but there couldn't have been much divorce in that world.
No, not at all.
So how did you...
Not at all.
How did you know that was the right thing for you?
Well, you just know when a relationship doesn't feel right, and no matter how much you try, sometimes it just doesn't work.
Right. What what is a crazier lifestyle? Like just in terms of the way people are used to living versus what's actually going on. Is it being a Spice Girl or being in a relationship with somebody as famous as Eddie Murphy is?
What do you mean?
Like, I would think that if you're in a personal, like, Eddie Murphy's life experience and your life experience is nothing like anything the rest of us have lived through.
I think that relationship is very, I mean, I don't really talk about that relationship because it's quite private, and I respect him and I respect our time together.
Is that what you have to do when you're on that level? It's just like,
no, what level? He's a normal person.
But I don't know that he's like as famous as a person can be. And
well,
I guess
he's still a regular person. He does regular things.
And to maintain that, you just have to say we got to keep this private.
Well, just like
otherwise...
my first marriage, I would never say anything too indulgent. I think, you know, some things you just like leave out there. It didn't work out, and we respect each other.
And that's that.
And we have great kids together.
Yeah. How did the kids realize, you know, the life that you've led and what's brought them here is kind of a very special thing, or not normal?
I mean, my kids are young. I have a 3-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 16-year-old.
Right.
The 16-year-old knows a lot because she's been on tour with me back in the day, and, you know, she's kind of seen a lot of the Spice Girls stuff and things that have happened and not happened.
When you're a judge, when you're a judge on America's Got Talent, do you look at a young performer and, like, can you look at somebody and say, like, you're not ready for this?
Yes and no, but then sometimes they need an audition like America's Got Talent to be able to realize to themselves, okay, I definitely want to do this, or I definitely don't want to do this.
As somebody who, like you said, you were on this journey with these girls and you wrote and you had to find a deal and did all this, do you kind of look at this sort of new reality show era of making stars as like, well, we didn't get this shake?
No, I mean, I think things evolve. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
We're very reality obsessed, very social media obsessed, and I think that's fine, and we have to be fine with it because that's the way it's going, and we all kind of have jumped on board.
And if you really pay attention, I feel like the people who win reality shows, if they weren't going to succeed regardless, they kind of fade out really quickly. Like the people who survive after winning a reality show and maintain a career probably would have done so without the show. Yes
and no. I do think it's a great way to kind of make somebody more accessible and more famous through reality, or winning a competition or anything like that. You know, and there's so many of these shows out there, and I think there's room for all of it. We all tune into it. I mean, America's Got Talent is their 10th season. It's the #1 show. Millions of people are tuning into it still.
Yeah.
So there's like still a call for it.
Yeah, there absolutely is. It's funny too, because it's almost like there's more people that just want to watch the show than necessarily follow the winner afterwards. They're just waiting they're going to vote and they're locked in.
I don't know, because Terry Fader, who won America's Got Talent a few years ago, I mean, he signed $100 million deal, and he's in Vegas with his own show. People are still going to see his show. Matt Franco, who won last year, he's got his own show in Vegas right now, and he's got a big NBC special. So I think if people are voting for them at the end of the day to win, I think if they like the person, then they're going to spend the money and support them.
How's working with Howie and Howard Stern?
Fun.
You like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's my 3rd season working with Howie, Heidi, and Howard. So.
Right. And that's the group.
That's the group. We all get on.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Because is there a difference? You're used to working in a group.
I am.
Howie's a comedian, and of course he's done other things where he's had to work collaboratively, but he's a comedian, and a comedian kind of gets by on themselves. And Howard's been doing radio as Howard forever as well, just as an individual. Can you see that you're better with group than they are, or does that not?
No. I think it's just about having social skills, and all four of us have got great social skills. We may have come from different parts of the entertainment industry.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we have a respect for each other and we value each other's opinion. We may not agree, but it makes for an interesting panel.
You just kind of have to be a human being who gets along with human beings.
Well, yeah, I think if I was sitting next to somebody on the panel that was just a bitch or mean, it would be a different story.
Right.
But they're all nice, compassionate people with quirkiness, and I like quirky.
Yeah. How do you see it? Was there a plan going through? Because I was reading about everything you did before America's Got Talent, and it was like it seemed like you kind of were doing music, and then you got to a point where you're like, I want to be a television personality because it. Or
really.
did that was that not a decision?
When I kind of the Spice Girls kind of had a bit of a break,
right?
I went and I came and lived in New York. I did Broadway, and then I did theatre in the UK, and then I just kind of fell into doing TV, and then I produced my own reality show, and then I got back into music again. I've kind of flip flopped, and then I moved to Australia. I've kind of been here, then everywhere.
Yeah, and you've done reality shows everywhere too. Like you've done them in England and in Australia. Once you started on that role, was it kind of...
Cheryl Burke is thrusting her hips at me right now. You're thrusting.
Very exciting.
Oh, look, now she's putting a butt on the wall.
Look at this kind of... Was that for me or for you?
I think it was all for me.
Yeah, I don't usually get that kind of attention.
You don't?
Not from Cheryl Burke.
Well, I did.
Well, I'm glad you're here then. Yeah. Thank God for you. So when you start doing reality shows overseas...
To say she's a dancer, that wasn't a good hip thrust.
It was not a great dance.
That was not a good dance. Like, she should have put more effort into that. In fact, I'm going to tell her when I see her.
Maybe she's not a musician. She just doesn't have a good song in her head.
She's a dancer.
But maybe she needs somebody else performing music for her. Because it's not working out.
What's he saying? Why is he pointing fingers
I don't
at
know.
that guy?
Oh, maybe Cheryl Burke's coming in here? Is she? She's giving some attitude.
Come in.
Cheryl Burke is coming in here.
Over here, my God.
Cheryl.
He was saying he wants more hip action.
Yeah.
So you're a dancer. He said he wanted more hip action.
Mel was saying she was a little disappointed.
With what? With my hips?
Well,
these hips don't lie, Mel B.
Don't lie. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
How funny we're in New York at the same time.
I know. Hello. What are we doing
I'm
tonight?
seeing you on Monday.
I just took a shot over there next door.
Why?
Because it's not 7 a.m.
What time is it?
I was telling Mel, we just ran into each other a few weeks ago, and she's like, "So what are you doing? Like, you lost a lot of weight." I was like, "I just don't eat past 7." She goes, "So what do you do?" I'm like, "Well, I'm on this liquid diet called tequila, soda, and lime, and it just helps, you know."
Yeah,
and it works.
It works.
But are you in New York tonight?
Yes.
I leave. I caught the red eye here. I only landed a few hours ago, and then I leave again.
Where are you going?
At 7. I have to go back to LA.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then.
I'm seeing you Monday.
What's Monday?
Your party.
That's July 5th.
Oh.
Do you read the invite?
guys, you don't talk about a party that we're not all invited to.
No,
I
did. I got the invite.
We can
Is
hang
it a
out
house
on
in
Monday.
Malibu?
Yeah. You want to tell everyone the address?
No.
I just like bringing people together.
Right, me too. I miss this girl.
I like this.
Thanks.
Is that tan?
How
No,
often?
I swear it's
tanned?
not. No,
You're
it's
tan?
No, I swear it's not. It's not. I
Shut
don't
up.
spray tan anymore. I don't
Yeah, you do
I don't
spray
do
tan.
that, that show on like whatever. What network?
You don't do
Now
that
you're
show
doing-
anymore?
No, now I'm on NBC and we're family.
Oh, what do you do on NBC?
Called I Can Do That right after America's Got Talent.
Oh my
Finale
God.
is
Look
next
at the
week,
two of you
Tuesday.
just co-promoting
I know.
and synergy right in front of me.
Seriously.
What's I Can Do That?
I can do that.
It's just
Can
stuff
you
that
do
people
You
can
watch
do?
something and then you decide if you can do
yeah.
it, and then you pick your partner to do it with.
Right.
Not do the do. Do whatever
like,
you've
say like Harlem Globetrotters. I had to be a Harlem Globetrotter. Last night, I was a
You
grounded
good.
aerialist. And
Oh,
I was
so
being
it's not like-
hung by my pubic bone, 100 feet high. I'm scared of heights, and I hate being hung by my pubic bone.
No wonder your hips were not
Pubic
moving like they should have
bone.
today.
Yeah, like seriously, my harness.
I don't know if is it called a pubic bone?
Isn't this called
Today it is.
Yeah,
Today it is.
by your pelvis. So that, but
Are
it's
you
not
good at
like,
Four Seasons?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
you should be
Okay,
telling,
what time's your flight?
why are you telling people what hotel you're at right now?
Oh, I know.
Well,
Like, why would you do that?
We
Yeah,
can
that-
actually text each other.
Robin,
Wait, what time are you done?
I don't know what time am I done.
Yeah.
I have a 2-hour break.
When?
Do you have a 2-hour break?
When?
At like 12-ish.
Probably, yeah.
Well, then text me then.
Okay, cool. We'll have
You
a cocktail.
too.
Better.
You too.
Sorry.
Love
Carry
you.
on.
No, don't be sorry. Cheryl Burke. Great to see you, Cheryl.
You've probably got my red lipstick on you now.
This is great.
Cheryl Burke just snogged my face off. Yes.
The Fabulous Life of Mel B. Spanking Cheryl Burke on her way out.
Yeah.
What an incredible life you lead.
Yeah.
What an incredible life Cheryl Burke leads.
Yeah.
My God, what an incredible life I lead.
Yeah.
Having both of you together, we're going to hang out on the 5th of July, all of us, at
For some
Cheryl
reason,
Burke's
I thought
party.
her party was on Monday.
What's-
But you know why? Because she just sent me the invite yesterday. That's why I got confused with my date.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah, there you
Not
go.
all of us got the invite.
I know. But maybe now, since you've interviewed her,
I've
do a
yes, she was
follow-up
on the
chat
show. Yeah,
and get invited to the... But it's in LA. You live in New York.
I
or
do.
You go backwards and forwards.
I mean, I go to LA sometimes. If Cheryl Burke invited me to a party, I probably head out
And
there.
she's single right now.
She is?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you have told me that before?
Well,
I would have been so much more
I didn't know
charming.
she was your type. You know, everybody has a type.
I mean, I get, but Cheryl Burke's everybody's type.
I don't know, is she?
Yeah.
Not everybody is everybody's type. Guys have types, don't they? I know girls have types.
Most guys say they have types, but they don't actually have types. Like, have you ever met a guy that's like...
Yeah, they do. I've seen a guy that only will date, like, blondes or light-skinned girls.
Those people, those are...
girls with short hair.
Those are racist people.
Yeah.
That's not guys with types. Those are racist guys that you hang out with. Any guy who's not racist, I would think you and Cheryl Burke would both be their type.
So wait, so if you think about your girlfriends, do they all have a common thread?
No, I've dated, I used to date only black women, and then I dated a Chinese girl, and now I'm with a white Jewish girl.
Wow, you've really done it all.
Yeah, I'm the fucking Rainbow Coalition of dating.
You're the colours of Benetton.
That's right. That's right. And that's why I wanted to bring Cheryl Burke in here. I bring people together. I bring the races together.
So how is it dating black women versus a Chinese lady?
I didn't date that Chinese girl very long because I like a little attitude, you know?
She didn't have attitude.
The Chinese girl, no.
She was submissive.
Quite submissive. Very
but
sort of
maybe you
happy
needed that to get over going
right.
with the black girls.
just to kind of cleanse my palate. She called my parents sir and ma'am. I was like, where is...
that's nice.
I mean, it's nice, but I didn't want
that's
her. I didn't
polite.
want her. Yeah.
So you don't have any children?
No.
How old are you?
31.
Oh, you need to start. You don't want to be an old dad.
Yeah, but I don't want to have kids right now.
Well, I'm not saying right now.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No, but who are you with now?
I'm with a white Jewish girl now. Her name's Jess.
And how long have you been with the white Jewish
10
girl?
years.
Oh my God, and you haven't got married?
We're married. I wasn't going to say that when we were talking about Cheryl Burke, though.
Right.
Right.
So,
I didn't want you to go and tell Cheryl, no, he was married.
So what, you just want Cheryl to be invited into your...
We'll just see what happens, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to define everything. We don't have to figure everything out. We'll just kind of be loose about it.
And so what does your lovely wife look like?
She's very pretty.
Right.
5'1".
Right.
Brunette.
Right.
White girl.
And what does she do?
She works in film. She works in film development.
Right.
Right.
So maybe if you invite Cheryl Burke over, you can film it.
Right. Oh, just a little project we're working on. Just, we thought we could all get together.
And then you can keep that forever and ever, amen.
Right. And just
after 10 years, you've got to spice it up a little bit.
Oh, my God, do you? No pun intended. Well, I'm glad.
That was a good therapy session. That will be $65, please.
Yeah. I don't know how you turn this around on me.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, me too. Everybody needs to watch
what?
I don't know. There's so many shows. I almost said the show. I almost said Dancing with the Stars because it was in my head because Cheryl was like, I'm not on that show.
I think you've become a little bit obsessed with Cheryl now.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of Google imaging after you leave.
Really? Well,
both of you,
got some good bikini shots.
Does she?
Recently, yeah.
See, recently. That's good.
Recently, yeah.
I like to know everything's I mean, it looked like everything was still holding up, but I like to know everything.
Did you have a really good look?
I had enough of a look, and I'm going to be rewinding the tape and everything, so there's no doubt about that.
Did you get a close-up? No, but he was going from this angle. He should have come from this angle.
I mean, I hope that hard cam picked up a lot. Because this hard cam did. You get it? Mel B, you are an absolute pleasure and a joy.
Thank you.
So glad you stopped by. America's Got Talent is the show.
Hey, well done. You remembered it.
You're on. With Heidi and Howie and Howard.
Yes.
And Mel.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other talented people. And what? And it's on Tuesday.
She's not single.
She's not. Okay.
She's taken.
That's good to know going in.
Yeah.
All right.
Just before you go there.
Turn off the charm. Put it on the Pay No Mind.
But she's a
list.
white Jewish girl.
I can't go. I wouldn't do that again.
Oh,
like you can't. You just don't want to hit it twice. There's so much variety in life, why repeat?
There you go.
Why repeat? And then after your show is
after 10 years, you need to have babies, or you need to kind of just do something.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to invite Cheryl Burke over and try to do something.
Well, there you go. There's your something.
Maybe
that's a big one.
My wife and I will together impregnate Cheryl Burke. And then we'll get like a TLC reality show all together. And there'll be accusations of abuse and molestation.
Oh my God!
All those
Did you have
shows.
to take it there?
All those shows to be successful have to have that at the end.
Maybe you should go Marriage Boot Camp. Have you been watching that?
No.
I'm a little bit obsessed with it.
Is that on VH1?
No, it's on WeTV.
Oh. It's not that Dr. Drew show?
No, it's way more real.
What is
and
it?
crazy. People go in as married couples and they get counseling, and you face your worst fears with your partner.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, but-
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Well, you come out either divorced or not.
No, I don't want to do that. I figure we could sweep stuff under the rug and then just kind of coast.
No.
That's my strategy over the next few years. Sweep it under the
You've
rug
already gone 10
and
years.
coast.
Maybe it's time to address stuff.
Like what?
Babies.
Well, I don't want to address that. I want to address Cheryl Burke. All right, I'll see you
Why
again.
is he telling us to wind it up? Who's telling us that?
I don't know. Spencer. He doesn't understand when people are having a good time together.
Oh, we have to go. And
He
he's
doesn't
telling
get
us, you've got 3 people giving us the evil eye right now. We
Because
have to
people
go.
aren't supposed to have this good of a time here at Sirius XM.
I always have a good time.
Well, you're not here every day.
Can they hear us? Can you hear us?
No, it's soundproof.
Oh, I want to sneeze. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
Oh,
See that brain control?
I see it. You're a disciplined woman. Also, after
What?
America's Got Talent on Tuesdays is the Cheryl Burke show called I Can Do That?
Oh my gosh, you have a good memory too.
Of course I do, because I listen. That's why women like
you nearly
Cheryl Burke.
forgot.
Well, yeah, but there was so much going on in here. Unpredictability every day on Sam Roberts' show. Thank you for stopping by, Mel B.
Thanks for having me.
And-
Okay, now he's pressing himself up again.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta go.
I know, I've been telling him that the whole time.
All right, Bobby Kelly will be here next. Thank you, Mel B.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for more Sam Roberts Show. The dance never stops here on Sam Roberts Show. A lot of dance music. Thanks to Mel B, who you're hearing one of these voices. I never knew which Spice was which Spice. But one of the people on this song is Mel B. Thanks to Mel B for stopping by. Cheryl Burke for bombarding the interview. It was a pleasant bombardment. And now, here on Sam Roberts Show, you can call up 866-969-1969, 866-969-1969, because Bobby Kelly's here.
It's the Bob and Sam Show. Hit the button. Make them red.
They're red already. I made them red before. I wasn't just talking to you.
Make them red.
They're red.
Sam.
They're already red. They're already red.
Ah.
Bob Kelly's here. Follow along.
Yes, by popular demand, the Bob and Sam Show. Twitter's been exploding
They've been waiting for this.
all morning.
They've been waiting for this. You can follow along, by the way, on Twitter at SRShowSXM. That's SRShowSXM on Twitter.
Yep.
Creepy Emotionless Paul has been taking photos of. There's Mel B photos. There's Cheryl Burke photos. There's Bob Kelly photos. There's everything you could possibly want. I think there's some video up there. There's links to everything we talk about. It's really a valuable tool when listening to Sam Roberts Show. It's up on SRShowSXM on Twitter. But Paul, you did not teach Bob Kelly to speak sideways into the mic. You're just watching him speak into the mic head on.
Oh, well, there's all kinds of new things. This studio is, earth tones.
Earth tones. It was designed in 1978.
One headphone works.
Right. Well, that's all you need is
you
the
have
one.
to speak into the side.
The side of the mic.
microphone. Why is that?
I don't know. I think the most interesting thing that I found out earlier today from before you got here from Mel B is that apparently
Good friend of mine, by the way.
Mel B is a good friend of yours.
Good friend. Go ahead.
If I had known that, I would have invited you in earlier.
We talked last night. We decided to let her go in and do her thing.
Because Cheryl Burke and her seem like good friends.
We went to Nobu last night. We were like, yeah, you know what? No, I'm not going to come in. So,
Oh.
yeah.
You're just going to let her have her time, you're saying?
Well, yeah, it was kind of like that. We
Gotcha.
would have took over the show. It would have been crazy. Me and Beezy.
Is that what you call him?
Beezy.
Mel Beezy's nickname is...
But I say with the English accent. Beezy.
Oh, that's cute. That's
Yeah,
right. Is that an
Beezy.
English accent?
Yeah, it's English.
Oh.
Beezy.
I think the most interesting thing that came from her was that she was fucking hunting dudes when she was in the Spice Girls. She was saying that, like, it was like Poison, like how Bret Michaels could go on stage and
Right.
find girls in the audience and have them sent back.
Right.
She said she was doing that with dudes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fucking incredible.
That is pretty hot.
Yeah, to think that, like, these teen idol chick, that you would never... We're just banging guys everywhere.
You know that now that information is out there, there's like guys that are probably just going to go to like girl band concerts.
You're just going to see Fifth Harmony and stuff.
That's like when a limo pulls up, back when limos were limos, and the window would roll down and let you, maybe like some, famous actor, like Jack Nichols. I always thought he was going to roll down. Hey kid, you got a good look.
Yeah.
Why don't you come be in my movie?
That's what people who are lazy always thought that, because that's how I thought too, that you would just get discovered somewhere.
Yes.
You would not have to put the work in.
Yeah.
I never even researched how to do any of the work. It's just one of these days.
Someone's going to notice what
Right.
I think in my head.
Right. I'm going to be walking around and somebody's going to be like, you know what? I need him for something.
Yeah, hey, no, this is what hey, who are you? I'm Bob. Where are you from? And then it just happens.
Right. Like there's something about you, and then you start talking, and you just have that electric personality that needs to be shown somewhere. Like, guess what? Even if we had that information going in, I'm not going to a Spice Girls concert and being the one who gets picked out by Scary Spice.
Oh, how great would that be, though? To be in the back room with Scary Spice.
I mean, I already got excited at the beginning of the interview before we even started, where she was just like, nice fro.
Oh, my God. What if she was a chubby chaser? She's just into chubby dudes.
Chubby white dudes?
Just chubby white dudes.
Yeah.
With flop sweat.
And you were just sitting there.
But only during the summer when they're really hot.
I would love that.
Oh, my God, I'd be so hot.
Because I would love it for you.
Thank you very much.
You know, it would be successful for you.
Yes. Well, now listen, man. I want to talk to you. Now we're in the new studios, the Bob and Sam studios.
Well, I don't know if we're calling it that, but it's like literally I've been doing this for 4 weeks, and this is the first time you've been on. So I don't see how you could call it the Bob and Sam show. It's Sam Roberts show. I've been here every day.
Right.
You've been here so far 8 minutes.
Yeah, but I have 2 microphones on my side.
Okay, I mean, that is the guest side. I have all the controls on my side.
Yeah, I know, because I have you do the work, and I'm the talent.
I'm more like the just fixer. I'm the engineer of the Bob and Sam show.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, you're the Fred.
Oh, that's my role.
And the Robin.
Well, in that case...
Oh.
Sound effects! What do you got to say, Bob?
Well, dude, when is you going to blow up? When is Sam? I want to know something that I know.
First of all, we don't belch. That's classless, and it's not the environment I want.
Here's the question. Here's why I did that. I wanted to make sure you're on point. Okay, I want to make sure.
Did I pass the test?
You passed the test.
Great.
What's the deal with you? When are you going to be? First of all, when is it going to be? You're going to have the big studio with your name, and you're going to be the guy that everybody comes in and wants the interview with. When is that going to happen?
You got to give me some time, Bob.
It's been years.
Here's
Sam.
my problem. Okay, all the time. Yeah. So I move.
Maybe it's your voice. Let's try.
You didn't even let me answer the question.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. You're right.
I move a little. I slowly. Okay, but purposefully.
Right.
Okay. I think 2 steps ahead. Yes. Okay. I'm like Wayne Gretzky. I'm not looking at the puck. I'm looking where the puck's going. Okay. Yeah. I'm a forward thinker.
Great.
Okay. Not immediacy, but long-term, long-lasting effects. So the whole time I've been doing stuff, I've had people like you in my life that, with good intentions.
Yes.
Good intentions.
Always.
Are coming to me and saying, I'm doing the after show.
Yes.
Sam, when are you going to get more than an hour? I don't know, Bob. It's not my decision.
It is your decision.
When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that?
Grab the bull by the horns.
I got there's two live daily shows on Opie Radio, the second biggest channel on the platform. Mm-hmm. Mine and Opie's. I would say I've accomplished something. And you still come in here before we even go on the air and you go, what's your plan, man? What's your plan?
What's your plan?
I'm doing it.
Your plan is an hour.
First of all, I'm not on for an hour. I'm on for 2 hours, soon to be extended to 3 hours.
I see. Now there's your plan.
It's good. I'm already doing it.
No, you're not doing 3 hours.
So 2 hours isn't a plan.
2 hours is good.
Okay.
3 hours is better.
3 hours is coming. But look, I'm doing it.
I think you need to come out of the gate a little more pep out of the gate.
And then, first of all, I'm not out. I'm 4 weeks in.
Can we just try opening the show one more time and come out with a little more pep? Let's just try it.
All right.
And get a crazier voice, a little peppier.
I should change my voice.
12 o'clock, people want a little peppier voice. You got to snap us out of our lunch break. We just got back from. I'm tired. I got to go back to this. I want to hear some crazy stuff. Let's go.
Okay. Back here on Sam Roberts Show. Bob Kelly's in studio with me. We were just talking to Mel B a minute ago. So what's going on, Bob?
Oh, God.
Was that not great?
Not more.
That was less.
That was less.
I was just trying to be myself. I'm not.
Yes, no.
Is myself not the thing?
Yourself is the thing, but more of yourself. You have more to you than this, Sam.
What do I have?
More.
That's the other thing.
What do I have?
When I was doing, it's like, all right, I'm doing like a little after show. I'm doing a little pre-show. Finally, I get a weekly show.
Yes.
On Friday drive time afternoons. So excited. But I come in, and I'm on once a week, so immediately Bob goes, when are you going to do this every day? When are you going to do it every day? And I'm like, all right, I'm working on it, Bob. I'm working on it. I finally get every day. I got people like you. I got people like my parents that are sitting there going, my dad goes, you know what, Sam?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about when you start doing your daily show.
Yes.
I go, okay, Dad. He goes, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
I go, what? He goes, start strong.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, thanks for that. Doesn't mean anything.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do your parents love you?
Of course they do.
Do you love your parents?
Very much so.
Well, so doesn't Bob Kelly. The people that love you the most
but it doesn't
are
mean
telling
anything.
you to start strong.
It doesn't. What you're telling me doesn't mean anything. Of course I'm going to start strong. I'm going to try to do a great show every time.
You do a great show every time.
Thanks, Bob.
I love your show.
Would you say it's a strong show?
I say it's getting strong.
It's not quite strong, no. Let's go to the calls. 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. I'm trying. Bob's like, you're gonna be a tough father, Bob. Because you're gonna be like, I just want the best for you, and your kid's gonna be like, I thought I was doing well, and you're gonna be like, you're doing well. We need better.
Here's your Wayne Gretzky analogy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not even thinking about the puck. I'm not even thinking. Go get the fucking Stanley Cup. Go get the Stanley Cup.
All right.
Be Wayne Gretzky.
The great one, you mean?
The great one, not the slow one or the slow starting or, hey, I'm trying, Gretzky.
I'm the fucking tortoise, Bob. I'm the tortoise. Okay? The tortoise, everybody was betting against that stupid little turtle. Everybody was betting against him. They said there's no way he's going to beat that fucking rabbit.
Right.
But guess what?
He beat the rabbit.
Exactly, because the rabbit got lazy. You know why? Because the rabbit wasn't a long-term thinker. Because the rabbit was looking at the puck and the tortoise was looking at where the puck's going. Metaphorically.
Yes.
Metaphorically. Tom, you're on Sam Roberts Show here with Bob Kelly.
Sam and Bland Muffins, how's it going?
Good, pal.
What's up, buddy?
I just want to say that I don't know what it is about this show today, but it is the best show you've had since you've been on the air for a month. There's something about it. It's just making the show that much better.
Is it Cheryl Burke, do you think? Was it Cheryl Burke, the surprise Cheryl Burke appearance?
It's something in the past 10, 15 minutes that's just changed the dynamic of the show completely. And, I mean, I don't know. I want more. I want more of this show.
It's funny that you say that. I mean, look, I'm going out on a limb here, and I don't know if this is true.
Right.
I came on around 10 minutes ago.
Is that right? Let me look at the clock.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to be an egomaniac
Yeah.
here, but I think the Bob and Sam chemistry, the chemistry we have, hair, no hair, thin, fat.
Right. Right.
Exciting, not.
Okay, which one is...
Well, you work it. Listen, the thing is...
I just don't know for sure.
Lips, no lips.
Because I find you exciting.
Yes, I'm very exciting.
Okay, that's where that places me then. Let's go to Jeff here on Sam Roberts Show. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Sam. I don't think Bob realizes there's only 168 hours in a week. And as of right now, we only have 10 hours a week that really counts.
That's right.
That's between 12 Eastern and 2 o'clock.
That's right.
Well, let me ask you one question, my friend. Wouldn't you want 20 or 30 hours that really count?
30 hours?
That was going to be my next statement.
Yes.
That the Sam Roberts juggernaut is on the move. We are emailing and texting XM Radio and Sirius.
I don't want to do a 6-hour show.
Shut up, Sam. You want to do a 7-hour show.
Let's do 3 hours. That's
7.
good for
We're
now.
going to get you on for 7.
7 hours?
A day.
Oh, shit.
Am I right, fans?
Yes, we do.
7 hours. Write in, email Sirius, 7 to 8 hours a day.
I just don't know if we have the bandwidth for it.
We do.
Okay, good.
I just signed up with Time Warner.
No.
I got their new stuff.
Would you be willing to be a guest on my show
let me tell you something.
for the 8 hours, 7 hours?
I will fucking quit show business and do this for free to get you going.
Is that right?
Yes.
Will you do it now?
I'm done. I forfeit everything. I am the sidekick on the Bob and Sam show.
Okay, it's just weird because a lot's going on for you right now. You're actually doing very well in your career right now.
I'm probably the best ever.
Yeah, a lot of things are finally coming to fruition.
Let's go through my resume this year.
Okay.
Nurse Jackie. Marin. Louie.
I just saw
Amy.
I saw Trainwreck last night. And let me tell you something. It's a little cameo. It's one line.
Yep.
You get about as much screen time as primetime Sam Roberts does to have in that Chris Rock movie.
Right.
But
yes,
you get a line. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You get one line in the whole Amy Schumer Trainwreck movie. A theater full of people were laughing at it.
That's right.
That's power, Bob.
And then we talk about...
And then you talk about a series coming out this summer.
July in weeks.
In July.
July 16th on FX, the best network out there.
What are you talking about? What else is on FX that's any good?
Everything. everything.
Not Louis.
Louis.
What? Not Sons of Anarchy.
It's over, but yes.
But that was on there?
Yes.
Not the Americans.
Boom.
Holy shit. Now we're finishing each other's sentences. Larry.
Sam, prime time, Hollywood Sammy sweetheart, the effing journalist Roberts, professional broadcaster, world-renowned professional wrestling expert, and originator of the blatantly stolen Lonely Virgil concept. This is the Sam Roberts show.
There's
Who
no-
the fuck is this guy?
There's no "the" in it.
Your show. You got you where you are. If you want to do
there's no
stand-up,
"the."
then listen to him. If he wants to do radio, he listens to you. You are the man, the myth, the legend, the great Sam Roberts.
And I agree with you, sir.
There's no "the."
I agree with you, sir.
It's just
let
Sam
him,
Roberts
Let
show.
him say what he says.
It's possessive, the apostrophe.
But here's the deal. He's right. I'm right. We're all right.
You're saying-
Let's push it to the edge. And let's not go over the edge and get scared. Let's just jump off.
You telling me take it to the limit?
Take it to the edge. Limits.
Rich, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Hey, Sam. Hi, Sam. Sam the Tortoise. Good metaphor.
That's right. That's right.
Just wanted to throw in. I heard Bobby's voice, and I just last night, a couple days behind, but saw your episode of Marin, Bobby, and you were absolutely hilarious. You stole the whole episode. Got the biggest laugh of the night from me with your line. I saw your tech report. It's just shit.
Dude, you're the best. Thank you, man. You know how nervous I was because I read it. I had to take my shirt off. And there's something about hot guys and fat guys.
Yeah.
They get you to take your shirt off on TV.
And they're just like, oh, either for sex appeal or for humor.
Oh, no, it's humor.
This one was for humor.
I fought. I was like, can I just, wouldn't it be funnier if I just had a wife beater on?
Did you really?
And I had them. They're like, yeah, let's try it. And then they came out, they go, no.
I like that you said, wouldn't it be funnier if...
Yeah, they go, no, you need to take your shirt off.
How was the set? How did they react when you took your shirt off? Were they professional and polite? Courteous?
It's weird. Most sets you're on, the people, the directors, the writers, whatever, producers, are very close to you somewhere off camera looking through the monitor. Video Village, as they call it in the biz.
Right.
Just to give you a little information.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Video Village. That's where their monitors are, and they look.
Oh.
Was in a house down the street. So while we were doing it, you didn't hear the laughs. Because the crew is just worried about their fucking job.
Right.
What the light or this or that. Or,
Yeah, I mean, the crew on a show like Marin, like a cable television show, like the lighting guys don't even pay attention to what's going on as long as it's well lit. The sound guys just want to make sure the audio, like they don't care what the content is at all.
So you take your shirt off, you do your thing, and you're like, I kept going, is that good? Was that good? Because there was nobody there to go, that was great.
Right.
Like the they weren't there to go, dude, loved it, try this or that. And Mara would just look at me and go, that was good, right? That was okay.
He's still got that Mark Maron thing happening.
He's Mark Maron all the time. But he's fucking
That's
great.
good, right? That was like the show's called Marin, dude. They trust you. You're funny.
This season on Marin is because I read a bunch of the scripts. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking really. This season of Marin is probably the best season. If you're not into that show, you should get into it. It's on IFC. They got another show coming out on IFC that the same guys who produce Marin, Jim Serpico and Tom Saletti, called Benders.
Chrissy D is on it.
Chrissy D.
Krista Stefano.
And Andrew Schultz.
Right. Both have done the show before.
Absolutely. My show, too.
Right.
And it's fucking hilarious.
It is?
Which I'm shooting a scene tomorrow in.
Why do
My fucking IMDb is massive.
It is. All these radio people. I come on. I invite all these young comics on my radio show. They're like, "Oh, can't make it in today. I'm shooting.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask my comedian friends to be in."
Yeah. So what
You
do
know?
do? Yeah.
I'm like, you can't say, like, I've got charisma, Bob. You can't say to Sam, like, oh, why don't we throw Sam on a show?
Well,
he's not like he's a radio guy, I guess, but he's not like a radio guy.
I wrote a show for you.
You did?
I did. I wrote a show, a pilot that I'm writing for you.
What's it called?
Radio Wars.
Who am I radio warring with?
Everybody.
I like that. Just fucking guns out.
Guns out.
Yeah.
Mics out.
Mike's out.
Your gun is your microphone.
That's right, and my dick.
Yeah, and the thing you're what?
No, I'm
sorry, what?
I said my dick?
No, it's on regular TV. It's on HBO.
Okay, so I just say my mic.
No, your mics. So you're on the cover.
Right.
You got a Western hat on.
And I'm saying, I'm coming for you, assholes.
Bandana over. No. There's no swearing.
You can't say asshole?
Oh, you can, but not on the poster because it's going to go on buses.
Gotcha.
You're on the front. You got a cowboy hat on, a bandana over you. You're like a bandit, and then both holsters.
Right.
Microphones.
Right.
Sure 58s.
Right, and I've got one in my mouth like a dick.
You get there's no dicks in your mouth. The fuck is wrong with you?
No, I just thought for the humor value of it.
There's no the humor's in the show.
Oh, okay.
This is a badass cover. Those are your guns.
Right.
And then you're ready to shoot.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's it's from behind, and you can see I'm just wearing the chaps.
No, you're not. What the hell are you?
Because it's Western, you said, and I had no pants under.
It's not a gay club.
Okay, I didn't know.
It's a Western.
Oh.
You ever see Clint Eastwood with just chaps on?
I didn't know. I thought it was like Gay Radio War.
No, it's not gay. Radio Wars.
I didn't know for sure. You didn't say that.
Oh,
you didn't say we were doing a hetero show.
Of course I did.
You didn't say it's hetero.
I would assume that you're a married man.
Okay, I just didn't know if I was, because it's a character.
Ugh, you know what? Let's just move on.
Okay, let's go to Duffy. Duffy, welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Duffy.
I wanted to ask Bob if he acted like Jim Norton or Jim Norton acted like him, because I used to get them confused all the time because he sounds just like him, but after this interview, it sounds like he acts just like him, too.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if you're being a dick or not, but I get that a lot. I used to think I couldn't tell Opie and Anthony apart back in the day either.
Yeah,
you know
I think. But then once you do figure them out, they don't sound anything alike.
Well, we have a weird similarity in the voices, but he's talking about like if I'm being Jim Norton. I don't know, dude. We all
your accent couldn't be more different.
I'm goofy and silly and stupid. Jim is, topical and fucking, very opinionated.
It's probably just it's probably a coastal thing.
He was just being passive aggressive.
You think so?
In a very
fuck him.
No, I like Duffy.
Fuck him.
Duffy. I like the name Duffy.
He calls in all the time.
One of my favorite names.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Do not alienate your fucking audience. Dude, we're starting
He's
out.
a regular caller.
Yeah, well, keep him. You don't want to say
him.
fuck. No, hey.
I don't know. It's very aggressive.
Man, I'm not going to be here next week. It wasn't aggressive. It was passive aggressive.
No, my part was aggressive.
Oh, you're aggressive. Yeah, go ahead. Who do we got?
Tom.
Hit the button.
Tom, you're on the air.
Tommy.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, I just wanted to say, bro, you're the fucking best. Your podcast, your special, all that shit is amazing. Sam, on the other hand, take him or leave him.
Okay, well, that's that. We're partners here.
Well,
we're
let him talk for a second.
He hung up already. He's done.
Got a
he's
point.
done. No,
listen, people have points, and that point was well made. Let's put it that way.
I don't.
My podcast is good, and I'm really funny. So Tom was a good guy.
Jeff, you're on Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, Sam. Again, wanted to tell Bob that the quality of media chicks that you have on is unsurpassed by no one.
Always.
I think he wants to be your co-host just to get the ones you don't have on.
Well, is he talking about the girls?
Yeah.
I do have to say,
yeah.
And let's break character here.
Let's do it.
I'm going to break the fourth wall.
Good. That's what the show's all about.
You have a lot of smoking hot girls on this show.
That's a goal of mine.
I'm telling you right now, because I see these little photos, these beautiful. I don't know who makes them, but you got these smoking hot, beautiful women on the show all the time.
Well, here's what I'm planning on doing.
Killing them all?
No, one will survive, and they'll kill each other.
Really?
They're going to go out,
right?
Because I have them all on regularly.
Yes, you do.
I think Jackie Moran is probably going to be on tomorrow.
Right.
But I have them all on regularly, and they do like one day a week.
Right.
Nicole and Katie and Jackie and Taylor, and what they're going to do is I'm going to bring them all out to the desert. I'm going to put them in spiked cars.
Right.
And they're going to Mad Max each other until only one survives.
And then what do you do with that last one?
She's the co-host.
Wow.
Now, Bob.
Yes.
I'd like to offer this to you. Would you like to fight the women in the desert?
I would like to fight the women in the desert.
And then maybe you could survive.
I don't want I want a Vespa with lasers.
Well, that's not fair. Lasers versus spikes. That's not fair.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a Vespa. It goes fucking 60. They can do 100. They can sideswipe me.
Okay,
I'm on a two-wheel Vespa.
You only get lasers pointing forward.
Okay, fine.
Not out the sides.
No side lasers?
No, just forward.
All right, fine. I get 2 lasers out of the front.
Okay.
All right.
2 lasers in the front, and that's it, though.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. And you have to wear shorts.
What kind of shorts? Daisy Dukes?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. Let's go to Joe. What's up, Joe?
Chairman Bram Muffins and Bobby Buffet.
That's right. Bobby Buffet.
Larry. That fucking guy Larry call in and just suck your dick every time he calls. It's like, It's like this long introduction of ass kissing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you know what, dude? That's not a bad thing. That's actually,
I got to be honest.
pretty nice.
The listeners can't stand Larry. Not
Why?
one of them. They always hate it. He calls up here. He sucks my dick every time. I love it. I think he's my favorite caller. Every listener hates him.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting your dick sucked once in a while.
That's right.
Figuratively.
Right.
That word.
Travis?
Hey, Sam, how are you? Best hair in broadcasting.
That's right.
Hey, I was wondering if you could maybe change the Tuesday programming permanently from moose neck jumping to maybe just talking about wrestling.
I mean, I don't know. I spent a lot of time. That's the thing. You know, I was listening to Opie's show this morning, and you brought up the video of the moose jumping on.
Yes.
And it was just kind of like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I spent about 30 minutes on that video yesterday.
Really?
Just dying laughing at the thing.
Here's what I think about that video.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I go back from it's hilarious to these guys should be arrested.
Well, listen to, and the guy's in trouble.
Is he?
The guy who jumped on. Listen to it again.
Okay, give her, I'll get on.
No, I would wait till he's swimming. He's going to be swimming soon.
Okay, get up there. Let's get on that thing. All right, Papa.
I've never seen something so awesome. I've never seen something so awesome either. The way he jumps, and that's the one thing you missed. He jumped on that moose's neck. Like he jumped off the boat, landed on the back of the moose's neck, and then as the moose like walks away, he's riding the moose with his hand raised in victory.
Like a Viking.
Yeah, like he's
the only
man.
people that should be allowed to do that is like Indians that live like that was their land and we took it from them.
I feel like I don't like zoos, I don't like circuses, I don't like any of that stuff. But
in the wild,
if you go into the wild
and you jump on a bear,
and you jump on a bear
or a moose,
and you survive,
you're in.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Like I don't feel bad for that moose.
Right.
And if that moose had killed that guy, I wouldn't feel bad for the guy.
Not at all.
But he was the fucking man. Right. He asserted himself as the dominant species.
Yes.
And he rode that moose and jumped on its neck.
But we don't know yet. The story isn't over. He could have got a tick from that moose.
True.
Lyme disease, and this guy fucking shits the bed in a few months.
And you know what that moose is doing? Playing the long game. That's the tortoise moose.
He's the fucking Wayne Gretzky.
But there are conservation groups now. There's like laws, the animal conservation
laws. You're not
laws.
supposed to the guy who videotaped that is a dickhead.
Yeah.
You don't videotape that. You should know better when you do something like that. That's like, when you guys are hanging out with all your friends and you kill a hooker. You don't videotape
I don't know.
Huh?
I mean, I don't know, but go on.
Like
I get the scenario, but I've never.
It's terrible. That's terrible. You don't jump on a moose's back, videotape, put it on the internet, you dumb.
You would hope that, you can pass it all off. Like, I get why he did it. He was drunk. I get why he videoed it. He was drunk.
Yeah.
But by the time you're uploading it to YouTube, you must have sobered up at least somewhat.
Yeah.
You can't upload a video and title it and put in keywords and still be intoxicated enough to jump on a moose.
You have to know that that's illegal. Jumping on a moose's back while it's trying to swim across a river.
Yeah.
Is like, and the moose are like, what the fuck? Are you shitting me?
There's a fucking boat chasing me. What do these guys want? I think I'm being hunted.
And he's like, go,
and
go,
then
go,
you
go,
find
go,
out
go,
there's
go,
a
go.
drunk, chubby guy just jumping on your neck and riding you.
You know that moose turned right around, went back to shallow water because he was going to fucking mule kick that fucking cocksucker right in the face.
And I would have been fine with it. But since
his
it didn't
jaw
happen,
was just dangling.
No problem.
Yeah.
But I loved that he survived it.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen to him. What is the fine for riding a moose?
Well, I would have loved that to hear that conversation. Because those guys probably sat there and said to themselves, like, yeah, what do you mean it's illegal? What's the moose going to take us to court? Put it up. No, you can't. They're people.
That knock at the door. He's with his kids.
Yeah.
Daddy, yeah. Excuse me, sir. Can you step outside? Did you ride?
Or he was probably like, officer, whatever you have to say to me, you can say in front of my family. Okay, sir, did you jump on a moose's neck and ride it? All right, let's step outside for a moment, officer. Let's talk about this outside.
But they never show his face. I don't know how they know. They had to get him from his side fat. I don't know how they knew it was him.
They did a lineup of love handles. And just waited for him.
That guy should be forced to ride other animals.
And just see, like okay, tough guy. Yeah. Hey, there's a hippo. Hippos are fun, right? No, they're deadly. Jump on that.
A riding hippo. That's it's going to be a thing now.
Riding hippos?
No, riding animals.
Yeah, just finding them in the water and riding them. Because there's no way
There's a bunch of animals that have to cross rivers.
How great's that going to be when somebody on safari is on the hood of their car and thinks they can ride a lion and gets eaten to death?
Yeah.
I didn't even get upset a couple weeks ago when they said that one, she was young too. It was sad, I guess, but I didn't get, the girl who produced for Game of Thrones got pulled out of her car and eaten by a lion.
Well, she was actually, involved in protecting the lions. She dummy rolled her window down. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you know enough about lions, you don't stop the car, roll the window down. Like, what are you doing?
How about the one where the family's in the car, the fucking lion opened the door?
Don't stop the car if you're in a lion's den.
How about stop the car, but lock the window, you fucking... You know what I mean? But it opened the door, and you hear to cook, and the door opens, and you feel the air go out of their lungs.
That sound, when you just hear a click, you're like, oh, so cute. The lion thinks it can open the click. Oh, my family's dead.
You know, the lion went, oh, shit.
Yeah, I just learned something new.
Shit.
I'm going to eat.
Oh, my God.
Motherfucker's going to eat. Yeah, I mean, you don't, if you're going to go into, if you need to see animals so bad that you go on one of those safaris, don't stop your car.
No.
Don't, if you do, stop it really far away from any animals.
Yeah, those safaris are fun. How about the safaris where they're like in the big truck but up high?
Right.
Like they're in the open almost. You see that one where the guy's on top of an elephant and the tiger is in the bush and he runs and jumps up and almost takes the guy off the elephant.
What?
Dude,
it jumped to the top of an elephant? Trying to add some energy.
I like it. I toned it down just a little bit.
Okay.
But, it comes out of nowhere, though. It's like in the grass and then runs, jumps, and swipes at the guy, almost takes him off the elephant.
Oh, my God.
Fucking crazy.
Jamey Jasta from Hatebreed's on the phone. What's going on, Jamey?
What's up, Sam? What's up, Bob?
What's up, buddy?
How are you guys?
Good. How are you doing, dude?
Good. I was at that place where the lady got eaten a couple of months back.
Did you stop the car, roll down the window? Wait, let me get a zoom shot. Let me get a better shot at this.
No, but we went in the bus or whatever, like with all the steel bars that they provide for like the normal tours. You have a choice. You could go in your own car or you could go in one of their buses that has these bars where there's no way the lions are going to get in. I mean, they could claw at you and seriously injure you if they decided to run up on it. But they were telling us warning upon warning, like, don't have your hands out, don't taunt them or act like an idiot or whatever. But right before we got there, there was another person who had been hurt. Because they know to open the door of the car, they know how to do it.
That's like Jurassic Park when the raptors, they can't open a door. Click, click.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, you just had gunshots.
Yeah, you've underestimated your animal friends. Jamey, what brought you to the safari? Like, were you just there?
Hatebreed had a gig in South Africa, and the next day our flight wasn't leaving till like 11 at night, so the promoter took us to check out the lion farm. And, I mean, we watched them feed and stuff. People want to humanize lions like they're characters from the Lion King, but they're just ruthless people killers.
They're killing machines. They don't have emotions.
Yeah, they don't. They need to eat.
They just run on instinct.
They burn energy. They need to eat.
Yeah.
And then they nap, and then they fucking eat.
Like, that murderous rage.
Very similar to me.
That murderous rage you get for a second where you're ready to kill somebody, and then your humanity kicks in?
It's not even that. You know what? You know why? It looks like they're... You know how hard it is to just rip raw meat off of a living thing?
It's super difficult, because the living thing never wants meat ripped off of it.
That's like when you're trying to open up a pickle jar, you got to really put that, your stepfather rage. I'm not stupid!
Right.
And then it pops open. You know
right.
what I mean?
I have to hit it with a knife first, but that's just me. I didn't have a stepfather. So
you have a good father.
Right.
Eats sardines.
Yeah, he does. Oh my God.
One of the baby lions was like going over to like one of the bigger males while he was eating, and this thing swatted this cub and let out this roar like you've never heard. I mean, it's louder than anything you've ever heard when you're up close to it. And this thing flew through the air, and the cub was real ballsy. It already had like an ear that was pretty much torn off by one of the larger males. So I mean, it's just you get the idea of just how ridiculous it is when you're actually there 10 feet from them.
It shows you how much we've evolved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
How much care. Because, back in the day,
Mm-hmm. In the Dizzle, we were like the Spartans. We just throw shitty kids out over a hill.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? Or eat them.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And we've gained humanity.
Oh, yeah. Now we keep a hair lip kid.
Yeah. Try to help them.
Fuck.
Yeah, there was like peanut allergies. You think that would fly with the Spartans?
Yeah, you think that a lion... I can't eat gazelle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not, it's...
Do you have any zebra?
Yeah. My stomach doesn't react well to it.
I don't like it. It's too oily.
Yeah, that was not like a few hundred years ago. Even less than that maybe, but a few hundred years ago, it would be like, yeah, we're going to feed him peanut butter. Well, he's allergic to it. Then he'll die. And that's what should happen.
Oh, they didn't even know what allergic was.
No.
It was like, dude, fucking baby Gary?
Yeah.
Fucking died.
You mean the 3-year-old?
Yeah, how'd he die? I don't know. He just fucking died. He
Who names the baby Gary?
Yeah. Well, it was hundreds of years ago. There were lots of little baby Garys.
A lot of baby Garys.
And this little baby named Gary was sitting there. He was just having a meal, and all of a sudden he died. And they went, well, I guess he wasn't equipped for this world then.
I know.
Moving on.
You going to California for the gold rush, and little baby Gary gets the sniffles in the mountains.
Yeah.
You just fucking wake up the next day, he's blue, solid as a rock.
Yeah. That was when, like, the onset of a cold was like, oh, shit, I'm dying.
Yeah, oh, fuck, you gotta fuck again.
Like, you'd start to get a head cold. It looks like Gary's got a fever. We better make another one. he ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it.
Yeah, what are we gonna give him, Benadryl? Have you ever been glamping, Jamey?
Oh, like glamorous camping?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I've only done the real deal thing, which isn't really that great, especially if you're in like Florida where it's real buggy or anywhere in the South for that matter. I never had good luck camping, but Maine is nice, especially this time of year. You get some lobster,
Yeah, I don't have a problem with camping. I guess I would be really let down if I found out Hatebreed was going glamping.
Why?
I feel lied to.
We're cavemen. Like those guys go fishing on the road. Like if we're somewhere, like they'll find a place to go fishing and.
Yeah, they get rope and a curtain rod hook, put fucking meatloaf on the end of it, and catch a carp. They'll go to some koi pond.
Yeah, they make a makeshift rig, and they'll have like lures. They'll go to like the bait store. They're pretty good like that.
Well,
yeah,
I'm an angler, so.
That's well. So you know.
Well, no.
So
anglers are we're lip herders. You know that. I
know that. I'm talking for the listener.
Yes.
Who may not. But
I would glamp in a second. I want to get one of those trucks that the top pops up, and you sleep up there. Little stove.
I've never. I'm talking more about the glamping. Like you remember Than? I think Than did it.
Than. Remember Than?
From Than and Sam.
Wow.
I think Than did it.
What a great show.
Thank you.
That would have been a hit.
What?
Nothing.
I'm doing this.
No, but you're good. Good for you.
But it was like, I'm talking about the glamping that they do in like Africa. Like where people fly out there and you go and there's lions and hippos and all these dangerous animals, but you, for some reason, entrusted your tour guide to set up this like glorious tent and just listening to animals all night long. I would hate that.
Oh, I'd freak out, man.
And I don't have sympathy for people who have terrible accidents doing that stuff because on paper.
Did you see that new show? There's this new show called Alone, and they take survivalist guys and put them alone out in 4, 7, 5 miles away from each other, but they drop them off like in a bear fucking maze. One guy was just surrounded by bears, and he's sleeping in his tent the first night. And
what?
He has a hatchet, no spray, no gun, and he just hears the cubs and the mother bear outside his fucking tent all night. And he goes,
God.
He goes, I'm out. Fuck it. Pulls the switch, calls on the satellite phone. Get me. I'm fucking done with this.
Because all you need to do is make a noise around a mother bear and her cubs, and the mother bear goes into full-on death rage mode.
I'm the same way with a cupcake.
Yeah, I get that.
Fucking rage. Rage mode.
Bobby, I was going for a pencil. I don't want your cupcake. Yeah, it's your cupcake. Yeah, it's not a pleasant sight. How do they film it? Do they have camera people following them?
No, they have to film themselves. They put those fucking hunting cameras around there on the tree, so you can see the guys in the tent and the cameras on his tent outside, and you see the bears coming, and all you hear is
because they can smell human. Oh no.
And he's in the tent going, he's got a flashlight and a fucking canteen.
Just rubbing bear shit all over himself.
He's so scared. And this is like a dude who's like,
a flashlight and a canteen. That's his system of defense.
And he starts going, bear? What the fuck are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
They don't give him like the bear mates or anything?
No. They gave him he had a hatchet, a saw, and like a canteen and a flashlight. And the tent isn't a tent, it's just a tarp that goes over like a string or some shit.
Right, so he had to find sticks or whatever to make the tarp into a tent.
Yeah, he was going, dude, I got kids. He just started talking real. He's like, I got kids. I don't need this shit.
So it was like, there's no TV show here anymore.
He goes, fuck it. I'm out. Boat comes, on boat, goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a cash prize at the end if you don't?
$70 million.
Okay, that's good money.
No,
that
I'm
is
kidding.
Good. It's not 70 million?
No, not 70 million.
Isn't it cable? Don't they have?
I'd fucking let a bear take a foot for 70 million. I'd do it for 10 million. I'd be fucking Limpy Bob. I'd let him take half of my intestinal tract.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck it. Jamie, man, thanks for calling in, dude.
Dude, the show's been going great, man. I've been listening. I got back last Friday or last Thursday, and I've been listening since.
But it's really good today, right, Jam, though?
First of all, don't call him Jame.
Of the handsome Robert Kelly, yeah.
Well, all right, so what's the deal with your podcast, by the way? Jamey Jasta used to do a great podcast that I was on once, but I saw on Twitter that you're not doing it right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, I came back. We played that Ink and Iron Festival out in California, and I came back, and instead of backing up the computer, I put it on the side of a couch, and I knocked it off. So now the hard drive is broken, and it's at a data recovery place. But I do have a new episode coming out tomorrow.
I thought that, like, you had some kind of deal with whatever podcast company you're working for, and you were trying to agree to terms or something, and no, it was just a horse's ass mistake.
Yeah, no, I'm totally an idiot and to blame for my own failure.
But there will be a new Jamey Jasta podcast tomorrow, you said.
Yes, we'll have a new episode. But it's good because people are catching up on old episodes. Like the last 2 or 3 weeks of episodes, I had Matt Brown from UFC, who's got a big fight coming up July 11th.
Love Matt Brown, dude.
Oh, he's an animal.
He's a beast.
That card is awesome. And I got Chuck Billy from Testament. He told a great story about surviving cancer. I got Michael from Opeth, he's kind of cagey in interviews, so he's on there. So there's some stuff people can catch up on.
That's awesome, dude. Appreciate the call, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. Have a great day.
Take it easy,
talk to you later. Okay, we're looking at a video right now that Bob just found on his phone. Would you get that tweeted to you?
Somebody tweeted. I'll give him his name in a second, yeah.
Okay, we'll retweet it at SR Show SXM on Twitter. That's SR Show SXM on Twitter. Is that a lion?
Eating a guy.
That's a lion eating a man.
Yeah, he fucking went in. Oop. Can I swear? I'm kidding. He took him in the cage. He was outside the cage. Now he took him in the cage.
And that's like...
And the guy... how about the guy videotaping it? Why don't you put the camera down and get the lion gun?
That's one of those moments where it's like, okay, at least I'm outside the cage. Fuck, I'm in the cage now. Oh, fuck, I'm in the cage.
Is he shooting him?
He shouldn't shoot. That's what I don't like.
Why?
It's a lion. You put it in a cage, you're going to risk some lives. Okay? If you can't beat that lion on your own terms, let him eat the guy.
Yeah.
If that guy can't escape, let him eat the guy.
Dead,
that lion does not deserve to be shot.
I love the lion's rolling around playing now with the dead body.
Yeah, he's just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, it's like a cat.
You don't know. He's trying to have a good time.
God, dude. That is nuts.
Snowy in Michigan.
Get the lion gun. So, first of all, hey, Bobby, do you ever show up? You ever play with Michigan, Detroit area also?
You know what? I don't. I did one time Mark Ridley's something there, and
Comedy Castle, yeah.
years ago, I remember I banged a female cop too.
Really?
Oh, I met this female cop. Total. You could tell. I thought she was a lesbian, but she was kind of pretty. But she was just a cop somewhere in Detroit. She came back to my room and she took her gun out.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of sexy, man. It was real.
Sounds it, yeah.
It's real sexy.
Wow.
And this was sexy Bobby. This was hair Bobby. This was a long time ago.
Oh, this was bolo tie Bobby.
A little after that.
Okay.
This was fade on the side.
So was she uniformed and everything?
She was uniform cop. She didn't have a uniform, but she had a gun on her. So when we went back to the room, she took all the clothes off and she had the gun. And she was.
Was she wearing the gun without her clothes on?
She was holding it.
Was she?
With her panties and titties hanging out.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm getting hard right now just thinking about it. Yeah, I got I got a heartbeat in my helmet right now.
That's so fucking exciting.
Right? Am my dick getting hard or her?
Whatever.
Okay.
Speaking of exciting, you guys are talking about safari. I had a friend of mine who knew someone who actually walked across Africa with a bunch of other people, whatever. I mean, that was going to glamorizing it. But is it one of the things you have to really be careful about at night and make sure to keep an eye out for them is hyenas?
Yep.
Because
I remember them from The Lion King.
They would take a bite of your leg and then bolt away if you weren't careful. They said he woke up one time, all of a sudden looked at the hood of the vehicle, saw a fucking pair of glowing eyes, saw a hyena trying to sneak up on him like that.
Yeah, hyenas are worse than lions. Their bite is stronger.
How'd you have to wake up, have that wake up with a big chunk taken on your fucking leg and some fucking animal running away from you? Oof.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind because then I wouldn't have, it would be a chunk I wouldn't have to work off.
That's
in the
true.
Gym.
That's true. Lose a little weight. I'm just kidding. Listen, Bob, let's take a break. There's a lot of stuff that I do want to get to today, though.
I want to get to whatever you want to get to.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I want to give an update on that KFC story. I'll tell you about train wreck a little bit. There's a whole bunch of audio clips to play. There's this story that I want to get to. There's a doctor who's being sued for, and I think the lawsuit was successful. I'll read the article, but this doctor is being sued because while the patient was out, he left his phone recording, and he caught the doctor and the nurses talking shit about him and making fun of him.
Really?
And he's suing for it.
Really? I thought you were going to say he was sucking his dick.
You could sue for that. I wouldn't have a problem
I would
with.
Sue. I'd fucking get operations all the time. How hot is that?
Yeah. Wake me up next time.
No, keep me out. I just want to hear the recording. That's crazy.
We got a whole bunch of stuff to get to. Stay right there. Bob Kelly, more with him when Sam Roberts Show returns.
Nah, usually I don't do this, but
Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show.
Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show.
Don't tell him about that thing you were talking about.
No, that was a private story just for us.
Private story.
We get a little bonus right here during the commercial breaks. I hope you're paying attention.
Ding, 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 ding. Bonus. Cock ring story.
Welcome back. Technical difficulties. What are you going to do?
Well, thank God it was just a cock ring story.
Yeah.
It wasn't the time that me and you stalled out on the sawmill.
Right. That could have gone wrong.
That could have gone real wrong.
Well, apparently I played this song because Paul was telling me there's some, there's a little bit of this happening. Breaking news with Rick Ross.
Not the one I bought the $50 book from today.
No, not Freeway Ricky Ross, the drug dealer. I'm talking about the boss, Rick Ross.
Wow.
He's in jail again. The rapper Rick Ross, this guy.
Yep.
Right, he's gonna go to the grave. He was arrested.
Yep.
Because he had a construction worker at his house.
Right.
Which is a risk, I would say. If you're going to do construction on Ricky Rose's house, you better make sure that you mind all your P's and Q's, I suppose.
Your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed.
Right. Because he was arrested, Rick Ross was, at his mansion south of Atlanta on Wednesday morning on charges related to his pistol whipping a construction worker. He got into an argument with the construction worker. This comes a day after P. Diddy almost attacked his son's coach with a kettlebell. I don't know what's going on with these rappers.
I don't know.
These rappers are millionaires.
Yeah, look, man, you have millions, just fucking millions.
Just chill out.
Yeah, it's like Hernandez on the fucking Pats.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You
would have had a Super Bowl ring.
Yes. You had everything.
We wouldn't have to deflate balls to win Super Bowls.
Right.
If he didn't fuck up.
You could actually win them.
Jay, she's busy. Whoa. Yeah, dude.
So Rick Ross pistol whipped this guy.
Yeah, and then?
There's
more.
The cops came.
Okay.
And Rick Ross would not open the gates for the cops. Which apparently, because of that, he's now being held on charges of assault and kidnapping.
That's crazy.
Because the guy was stuck in his house.
That's crazy.
866-969-1969 if you want to join the show. That's 866-969-1969. We'll post links to everything at SR Show SXM on Twitter. I mean, I don't know. Did your mentality start to change? Not that you're a fucking rich rapper millionaire, but you're a very successful guy. You're financially comfortable.
I'll tell you this. Look, I am not by any means
wealthy.
Well, I wasn't going to... No.
You know, are you living check to check? Sure.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
You know, do you depend on the weekends just to pay the bills?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
But no, I mean, the more
you're you're a guy who came up the hard way.
Yeah.
And now you've got a fucking house in the suburbs.
Yes, Westchester.
Right. That you rent, but you have it.
I own it.
I don't know. I don't know for sure. I make assumptions.
I don't rent.
Okay. You own a house, you have a family, you're a successful guy. Did your mentality change in terms of like...
It makes you, the more money you have, the more relaxed anxiety should go away. You shouldn't have that much stress or fear. Now,
I think that's right, but I've always heard an opposite thing. I've always been told by my friends that mo money, mo problems. And that's just something some of my friends have told me. I don't know if that's something.
I actually want to pistol whip you right now. I don't know where it came from. So maybe they're right.
Maybe it is.
Maybe the mo problems.
Mo money, mo problems. Right.
No, you should relax. Look, here's where anxiety comes from. Fear of not having enough. Now, I know contractors, and they fuck you. The timetables, blah, blah, blah.
I watched To Catch a Contractor, the Adam Carolla show.
It's fucked
Those guys
up.
are fucking scumbags. The ones on that show.
They can be. I've had some good ones, okay?
Yes.
But you can't pistol whip. This isn't Goodfellas. This isn't the fucking 1920s.
Especially if you're a guy, just being a contractor, just fixing something at Rick Ross's house because he's Ricky Rose. That's a story. You go and tell your friends, dude, I fixed Rick Ross's sink today. Like, that's a big deal. People are going to find out if you pistol whip somebody.
Yeah, they'll find out.
That's a story that gets out there. Yeah. And then to lock him in your house and not let the police in, what's the strategy?
Yeah, what's the thought in your brain? After I'm going to hit this guy with my gun. First of all, which I think is stupid, pistol whipping is a fucking pussy move.
All right, well, you tell that to Henry Hill after Karen.
Here's the deal. You got a gun. Either you shoot them or you don't use it.
Well, it hurts to get hit with a gun. You don't want to kill them.
How about get a bat? A bat is made to hit somebody with. A gun is made to shoot somebody with.
A gun is much more mobile than a baseball bat.
Buddy, listen.
You just have it on your side.
No. It's stupid. You don't hit somebody with a gun. What a dumb thing.
No, well, it's a piece of metal.
It's a piece of metal. Go get a piece of metal that hits people like a bat.
Let's go to Frank. Frank, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Sammy!
What's going on, pal?
Great show. Hey, Bob Kelly, I haven't seen you in a while. When are you going to be playing soon?
Well, where are you, sir? Frankie?
I'm in New York. I'm in Brooklyn, bro.
Buddy, I'm going to be in Long Island at the, what's the...
Brokerage?
Brokerage next month.
Belmore?
Both of them.
Oh, nice. I want to see you. It's been a while. Sammy, great show. Great guest. So how was it? Was Rick Ross that chubby? Is he a big fat fella?
Rick Ross.
This morning, Bobby, right?
Well, Rick, that's the real Rick Ross. That's the guy who Rick Ross stole his name from. We're talking the fat guy you're talking about, who, if you heard us saying this, is the rapper.
Right.
The guy I met this morning was the guy who is the drug dealer.
Freeway Ricky Ross. We're talking about the one who's now in jail because he assaulted and kidnapped a construction worker.
Yeah.
That would be Ricky Rose.
Who actually it was a security
guard in a prison.
A guard, right?
He was a guard.
A prison guard.
Yeah, a guard. So
yeah, he and 50 Cent had big beef over that.
Yeah. If you love what's going on, if you want to follow 50 Cent, he's trashing P. Diddy on his Instagram.
Is he?
It's hilarious.
50 Cent's got his own problems.
Dude, 50 Cent's hilarious.
He is funny.
He's funny.
Did you hear him? I mean, he was trashing Floyd Mayweather not too long ago.
I know.
But now he's in court because he's still not done with Rick Ross. Like, he was trashing Rick Ross. You remember a while back, him and Rick Ross had their big beef.
He flew his wife in. He flew his girl in.
Well, this was...
Bought her a fur coat.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
And that's like 6 years ago at this point.
Yes.
I interviewed Rick Ross around then.
Really?
I found him, and I did, like, the purposely corniest interview that I could with him because I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
You want to hear a clip of it?
I would love to.
So this is not Rick Ross that was on Opie this morning. This is Rick Ross, the Bouse, that I talked to. He's the rapper that's now in jail. This was from a few years ago when his beef with 50 Cent first started.
50 Cent has been saying some mean things about you. Why has he been saying these mean things?
I don't think they mean. I think he's a monkey and he's confused and his music is garbage and I'm making hot music, you know what I mean? I'm having fun right now, magnificent, top 10. It's like number 5 with a bullet, you know what I mean? Close to, it's looking like it's going to be a number 1 record.
When he did that video on YouTube, was that really your baby's mom that he was buying a coat for?
Oh, yes it was.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Of course not. It was the biggest form of flattery for a boss. He should have bought our car.
What a fucking badass dude. That day he became my hero.
Can we just talk about your voice? Well, you sounded like fucking the first Siri. Why would you do that? Did that hurt your feelings?
Well, I was scared.
Ex machina. What the fuck?
Machina.
What the fuck was that? Were you really scared?
I was in the presence of Rick Ross, yeah.
So you were scared?
And I was younger. It was 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, well, your voice hasn't changed one. You're still the same high-pitched fucking twink that you were.
But I got a little emotion in it now.
You got more emotion.
I got emotion.
You start out bigger.
Right. But that hasn't stopped since that started. 50 Cent is in court now because a video came out of Rick Ross's baby mom. He wouldn't leave this woman alone.
Right.
He bought her a coat. According to Rick Ross, he should have bought her a car.
Yeah.
He won't leave her alone. Somehow, a sex tape of this woman was leaked.
Really?
And 50 Cent did a voiceover on the sex tape. And then it went out online everywhere.
Really?
And at first 50 took credit and saying, "Yep, I put this tape out. Like I put your baby mom's sex tape out and put the voiceover on it." Now he's saying that he lied for entertainment purposes when he said in a radio interview that he bought and posted a sex tape starring Rick Ross's baby mama. He said, "I was taking the scenario and changing it for entertainment purposes. I didn't actually physically put the clip up myself. It was just in conversation to simply what he had transpired." So he said that he had the tape.
Yep.
He did a voiceover on it, but he didn't post it.
Right.
The lawyer came up to him and he said, "So you're saying someone hacked into your Gmail account and stole this skit?"
Can I be 50? You be the guy?
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're saying...
What's up?
Someone hacked into your Gmail account...
Yep.
...and stole this skit.
That's it.
That's correct. He said, right.
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 You want to hear a minute of 50 and his voiceover on this sex tape?
It.
50 he's a funny motherfucker.
Fucking funny dude.
He's a funny dude.
Great in that show Power, too, on Showtime.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good.
Listen to 50 doing voiceover for Rick Ross's baby mom's sex tape, and 50 insisting in a court of law, under oath, that this was, he made this, but then it was hacked out of his Gmail account. He made a skit that he didn't want published.
I love when you make a statement, your eyes roll back in your head like a great white shark, and your eyebrows go up.
You like that?
In public.
Right.
He made a statement.
It's called emoting.
I
Bobby
like
Kelly.
it. Yes.
Now, how the fuck you gonna say you a boss, and you run a motherfucking crew and can't even control your business? Is this nigga licking on the Rick Ross tattoo? The nigga licking on the Ricky tattoo. Oh, shit! Oh, man. Somebody need to make an announcement. They need to tell niggas. Do not. I said do not. Go fucking McCarley.
Someone needs to make an announcement.
He does this silly cartoon voice. See, 50 is the exact opposite. 50 Cent is that guy who was raised poor.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of money.
Yeah.
And really, if I'm being honest, people say 50 Cent is like this amazing businessman. I think a lot of his wealth came from luck.
You think he's lucky?
Well, a lot of his money came from vitamin water. And what had happened was he was a spokesperson for vitamin water. He signs a deal to do vitamin water. He takes stock instead of a ton of money, and then Coca-Cola buys vitamin water. Boom, 50 Cent gets $1 billion. All
right, but here's the deal. A lot of rappers went out and did alcohol at the time. A bunch of, he said, fuck that, I want water.
Right.
I want water. And he found vitamin when it was a little company.
Yeah.
Now he said, I want to be with this company, and he helped make it big.
He did help make it big.
That's smart. That's not luck. That's smart. That's being an entrepreneur. That's saying.
But I don't think he had the forethought to say that this company is going to get purchased by Coca-Cola.
I think he had the sixth thought.
He did. It might have.
I think maybe even the eighth thought.
Maybe sex thought.
Maybe. But he definitely, of course he did. When was the last time he, I want to own my own water? That's fucking a crazy thought for a rapper.
He doesn't own vitamin water.
Yo, I got water.
He became a I got my water.
Yo, man, I got my vodka. Yo, I got my gin. Yo, I got my water.
This is the next generation of quarter waters.
Yo, I got it's vitamins and shit.
You grew up with a lot of black people, right?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever drink quarter waters?
What's a quarter water?
It's those little flavored waters that are like neon colors that you get for 25 cents.
No.
It's like, you'd get it, it's like a juice, but you go into a bodega and you get a quarter water.
Nope.
That's what 50 Cent saw in vitamin water.
Maybe.
He's like, this is the new quarter waters. Here's another clip from the 50 Cent. Hilariously. The fearlessness of 50 Cent, but that's what I mean. That's what I was going to say. He's the opposite. Like, he comes into money, whether it's by luck or by smartness or a combination of both.
Smartness?
Intelligence. And he ends up...
Yes.
I'm not going to get into money by intelligence.
We know that. We saw that.
But we're hoping for luck still.
We're hoping for luck or a steady pace.
Steady pace. That's right. That's where it leads.
Yes.
But 50, it seemed like the more money he gets, the less of a fuck he gives about anything. Where he'll just go on Twitter and he'll shit on Diddy. He'll shit on Floyd Mayweather. He'll find a tape of Rick Ross's baby mother having sex with another man.
Yes.
And instead of being like, whoa, this could really hurt somebody, he goes, I'm going to record a voiceover. I hope it doesn't get hacked out of my Gmail where I store everything.
Right.
He's the opposite.
I hope somebody doesn't come and take my laptop off this table in Starbucks. Then I'm going to leave
and find my skit
as I forgot it and go outside for a couple minutes.
Like, he's not pistol whipping a construction worker.
No,
because he realizes I got fucking money.
Dude, he's on TV.
Yes,
he's doing that Ice-T shit.
Yes,
he's doing Ice-T, man. Ice-T with Law and Order still, right?
Yeah.
Is that still going, that one?
Yes.
Dude, he's doing that Ice-T shit, man.
Ice-T is watching everybody leave SVU, going, you motherfuckers is crazy.
Crazy. I live in Hoboken and shit.
Yeah. You fucking crazy? They're going to keep paying you to show up?
Yeah.
And you're not showing up.
Well, he's in that show Power. He's doing movies.
Yes.
And he's shredded again. He's big. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's got $100 million in the bank. Well, would you give a fuck? If you had, say you had $50 million in the bank, would you give a fuck?
I mean, yeah.
Would you give a fuck?
I'm a very anal retentive person, and I'd probably become just more difficult to deal with. I probably wouldn't be fun like 50 Cent, I don't think. I think I'd be so worried about losing it, or so worried about topping whatever I did next, or so worried about all that I would
I'm saying right now, this show, this is all you got.
Okay.
This show right now.
Yeah.
And I hand you $50 million right now. So in your account right now, you have $50 million. Are you changing the way you are?
I'd probably spend the rest of my life trying to prove to myself that I was worth having the $50 million that you gave me.
Oh, you're not. I'm just giving this.
And that's why it would make my life so complicated.
Okay.
I can't just accept stuff.
So if I give you $50 million, you're not taking it?
I'll take it. I'll live with that pain, Bob. I'll do that.
Oh, you will. Okay.
I'll do that. Here's more of 50 Cent. By the way, if you want to call the show, Bob Kelly is here. 866-969-1969 is the phone number. What were you going to say, Bob?
I was going to say, does your wife get mad at all the hot girls you have on here?
Sometimes.
Really?
I mean, not a lot, but sometimes.
Like mad how?
She just gets like if it seems like I'm paying a little too much attention to it.
Right.
She'll get upset.
Now, do you say fuck that? I'm having these bitches on?
Yeah, I'm not going to stop having the women on. Maybe I'll go home and be like, you know what? When I go home, I got to make sure I pay a little more attention to Jess so she
Like how?
feels
Like what's more attention?
just being nicer. Just being attentive. Hey, how was your day?
It was good.
You know, I'm not going to role play it with you.
Why?
We're not doing skits.
This is my thing.
No, I know it is, but I'm not doing it. But, yeah, I
can't be Jess.
No.
Come on.
No, it's not going to happen. But I'll try to treat her a little better.
Sam, who'd you have on today?
I had Bob Kelly on.
Oh, I love him.
I know, he's so hot.
Ah, man.
Here's the rest of the...
Thanks for coming to my party, by the way.
You never called me.
Fuck you.
You said,
Fuck you.
Let me play the rest of the 50 Cent.
Play the 50 Cent.
And then I'll talk about
Bitch,
this.
that Ricky fucked the bitch, fell in love with her, moved her in and shit. Got all boo-booed up with the bitch and shit.
Boo-booed up.
Boo-boo.
Woo! Look, Ricky! They chewing the motherfucking cool.
Oh.
That's your bitch, nigga. That's your bitch, nigga.
This is like the hip-hop version of I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you.
It's bad, dude.
Oh.
He's so fucking... That's mean shit.
And then he shows up to court and be like, no, I don't know how it got off my computer. Yeah, I don't know. What are you going to do, right? Technology, huh?
It's bad.
Oh.
And you know it bugs him.
Rick Ross?
It's got to bug him.
Maybe this is why 50 Cent is so far under Rick Ross's skin that he's just a ball of rage ready to unload.
That's why he saw that guy was singing some 50 Cent shit while he was on the job.
He's like, little mama, show me how you do it.
In the club, I
don't know if that's a song, but
I don't know.
yeah, he saw 50 Cent's face on that guy and goes, it's over. It's over. I'm going to pistol whip you right now. I could see it.
You know what? It's now here's your kidnapping is the charge you don't want. The assault.
And that's the sensational charge, too. That's the charge that's in all the headlines. Rick Ross gets charged with kidnapping.
Dude, the assault you can kind of get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Or not get away. That's like, you could explain it. He said this, I said that, blah,
and you're
blah,
a
blah.
rapper. It's like, it's kind of the lifestyle. And the guy's like, you know what? It was an assault. We got into an altercation.
Kidnapping's fucking...
How are you going to take that back?
How do you... Kidnapping is serious.
That's like mafia or pedophile.
Or terrorist.
Or terrorist.
Yeah, that's fucking Bruce Willis shit.
Mafia, terrorist, or pedophile.
Yeah.
Who else kidnaps? Like, when you think of kidnapping, you think of that guy with the House of Horrors in Ohio who had the girls kidnapped in there.
Serial killer.
Kidnaps.
Serial killer kidnaps.
Side mic. Yes. Kidnapping is what you're afraid of as a child. When you're growing up as a kid, you don't worry about an assault. You don't even know what that... Okay, whatever. Like,
I'll take a hit.
You might get punched in the eye.
I'll take a hit in the bush.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
In the bush?
Yeah, I'll get a little fucking...
In the vagina?
A little diddle in a bush, as long as you don't take me with you.
Diddle?
Yeah, if I'm going to take
No, I was thinking about assault, not sexual assault.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, you said kid.
No, I didn't mean being molested.
Okay.
I meant as a kid...
Yeah, I'll take a punch in the bush.
Is that your vagina? I don't understand.
Not my vagina, my bush. Yeah, like in the bush with the bush.
Okay,
but don't take me with you. I don't want to go. I don't want to be used on a daily. I don't want to wake up in a basement chained to a radiator.
Because when you're on the sidewalk getting your fucking ass kicked, you know eventually this is going to end.
Yeah,
once you're in a van,
you're done.
There's a real possibility. This is forever.
I get a little thing in a bush, and then you go home, just cry a little bit, and keep the secret forever. And then maybe eat donuts and get bigger and get a weight problem in your 40s. And that you really can't handle.
I mean, it isn't breakfast. I don't know why you have donuts with you now. This wasn't a real... Let me go to the phones. 866-969-1969. Sam Roberts Show with victim Bob Kelly. Alan, you're on Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, Sammy Brand Muffin.
I wish that name hadn't stuck.
The kidnapping, that's federal charge, dude.
Oh, shit.
That's not a state or a local charge. That's federal.
That's serious shit.
And Rick Ross is just going, how's the boss going to get out of this?
Now,
can't.
Do you think that they'll... I mean, they could dump that charge. They might say, all right, you admit to this, and then we'll dump the kidnapping, and we'll just give you assault, and he might be able to do that. He might be able to pull that off. If he explains because we don't know why he beat this guy up. He could have came in and this guy could have been finger fucking his wife while he was sleeping, while she was taking a nap.
Yeah, you know what happened?
He could have walked in and he was, soft kissing her booty.
And you know what happened the last time?
Yeah.
Somebody that Rick Ross was intimate with was caught having sex with another man.
What?
Bitch man, Ricky fucked the bitch, fell in love with her, moved her in and shit. Got all boo-booed up with the bitch and shit, man. Woo! Look, Ricky! They chewing the motherfucking cool. That's your bitch, nigga.
Oh,
that's your bitch, nigga.
You know how bad it is too when you're in a rap. Like as far as like rapping goes, I think it's pretty unanimous that Rick Ross beat 50 Cent in the sort of rap war or whatever. But when it's like it's established, Rick Ross is a better rapper.
Really?
And 50 still comes out and goes like, "Yeah, but look at your bitch getting fucked by somebody else. That's hilarious."
Yeah, that's fucking.
It's like, ah, fuck.
That's like when Rabbit fucking switched it. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm white, and he turned it back
In
on
8
him.
Miles.
In 8 Miles.
Yeah. When he turns it around and he's not even rapping.
Do they know why he beat this guy up? Do you have that information?
All it said was they got into an argument.
An argument over what?
Don't know.
Tile?
I would expect money. Probably.
These
Maybe
aren't
the money.
tiles I want, motherfucker.
Yeah, the boss only gets blue tile.
I get glass tile. I want a fucking aqua black backsplash, motherfucker.
Well, no, because before you had said that you wanted.
No, I said aqua backsplash, motherfucker.
You said you were fine with the beige.
I said aqua. Who wants earth tones?
Aqua's not going to fit in this room. You said it would match with the walls. You said you were fine with the beige.
Ow, fucking. I'm gonna beige your face, motherfucker.
I don't think you will. I'm a contractor.
Really?
Yeah,
Check
I don't
this
think
out,
you will.
Boss, motherfucker.
Then he takes out a gun and smacks him in the mouth. Apparently he had 2 chipped teeth from the pistol whipping.
Yeah.
He hit him right in the mouth with a fucking gun.
Ah, that must fucking kill.
Ugh.
That stinks. And you know what sucks even worse? You're like, if you have kids, you're the guy who got beat up you pistol whipped by the
Especially
rapper.
if you have a son, like a 13-year-old son, and you come home and he's just listening to Ricky Rose. You're like, could you turn that off? Could you turn that off right now? I didn't have a good day at work.
Hi, bitch.
That's what your son says to you?
Hi, bitch.
Damn, Dad, you a bitch.
Pistol whip bitch. What'd you say?
Why are you talking like that?
I said, you're a pistol whip bitch, daddy-o.
Why are you saying that to me?
Because you got pistol whip, motherfucker.
Daddy-o. David in Atlanta, you're on Sam Roberts Show.
David, Sam and Bob and Sam Show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I just want to say, first of all, that Bob Kelly makes every show better.
Okay.
David, you are probably one of the smartest people that's ever called the show.
And I enjoy your show, Sam. So I just want to say that 2 things.
All right,
First of
I'll
all,
take it.
That sounds so much like a Dave Chappelle skit. I can't even believe it.
It really does. That does sound like a Dave Chappelle voice.
Yeah.
Sounds like
That would really be. How funny would that be if Dave Chappelle did it, though? That would be a great skit.
Voiceovers over rapper sex tapes.
And second of all, somebody needs to tell your boy Fitty that it don't matter how much money you got. If Rick Ross wants to come at you and kill you, he's going to kill you. And $50 million won't save you.
Apparently. He's fucking hitting contractors with guns. I would not fuck with that guy.
That is, first of all, that is not, let me tell you something. That's not a tough guy.
Rick Ross? No. The boss?
Dude, hitting a guy, pistol whipping a guy with a gun is not a tough guy. If you never saw the guy again, that's a tough guy.
What do you mean?
If all of a sudden your contractor was missing, that's a tough guy.
Well, he was going to be missing. He kidnapped him.
Beating the guy up with your hands. Knocking him the fuck out. That's a tough guy. Hitting somebody with a weapon is not that tough.
I mean, I guess, but
it's not that tough.
It's tougher than me.
Huh?
It's tougher than me.
Jesus Christ, my son's tougher than you.
How old is your son?
2.
Oh, okay. That's true? You think he's tougher than me?
My son could definitely hurt you.
Who do you think would win in a fight to the death, me or your son?
My son would kill you.
With no interference from you?
No interference from me.
Fuck.
He would take you down, he'd bite your face, you'd scream, "Oh, it's my face, I have a show. We do photos with my Instagram." And then you'd quit.
Right.
And then he'd take your neck out. He'd bite your jugular.
Even after I quit?
I teach him that.
It's a tough motherfucker.
He's a tough motherfucker, man. There's a tough word out there.
He ever gets locked in Lord of the Flies, he's good.
Boom.
He's good. You got a list today? All right, get it ready. Anthony in Texas. What's going on, Anthony?
Hey, first off, finally got to get on the Bob and Sam show. That's awesome.
That's right.
Yes.
And second, Bob, dude, when are you coming back to Austin, Texas?
Dude, I was just there twice. I was there for Moon Tower Festival. I did 7 shows.
7?
7.
How do you do 7 shows? Over the course of a weekend?
Well, you do a couple shows a night.
2, 4, 6. That's 3. Plus another one.
Some of them
You did
3.
Thursday, Friday.
I did 4 shows. Okay, that's what I thought. And then I just went back to Sex and Drugs. We premiered the show. We did a Q&A.
When does Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll premiere?
July 16th.
On FX.
On FX, 10 o'clock Thursday night.
That's going to be huge. You have a cameo in Amy Schumer's movie Trainwreck. And where are you going to be coming up?
I'm going to be this weekend. I'm in New Haven, Connecticut at Sports Haven.
Hey.
Bar. Me, Luis Gomez, and Chris Scopo from my podcast, and he's from Legion of Skanks. It's it's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, what do you think of Luis Gomez? He started on your podcast regularly on You Know What Dude, and then he's kind of gone off and done several of his own podcasts and become a podcast legend in his own right, I guess.
I think he would say that, but I think Legion of Skanks just went on the Kumia Network.
Yes.
Which I think is a perfect fit.
Yes.
Now that he's starting to bring on shows.
Yeah.
I think that's a great fit for that network.
Is that competition for Riotcast?
I don't think I think we're all in the same boat.
We all live together.
Yeah, we all live together. I help them, they help me. I have guests on, they have, we kind of, share the podcast.
Share the wealth.
Yeah.
You can go to riotcast.com to get the You Know What Dude podcast.
That's right.
All right, Paul, enough of your fucking lollygagging.
You have lollygagging in here?
Well, Bob, so much goes on the show all the time.
There's a lot.
Like, it's a very quick show. It's already done.
We're done?
We're done.
Oh, my God. Dude, you know what they say?
What?
Time flies when what?
When you're having fun.
Boom.
And I never remember what goes on this show. So that's why Paul gives us the list.
Is Paul in the league?
He's trying to do the list.
Okay.
And no, he wasn't in the league.
List.
Mel B was a manhunter. You can find out where Cheryl, Banks, and Mel are staying at if you listen to the show on demand.
Cheryl Burke.
Lazy people. What did I say?
Just go
Banks.
on.
Lazy people think they get discovered. Sam started the show strong today. Bob's IMDb is massive, and we're expecting a battle of the co-hosts. And finally, Baby Gary.
Baby Gary. Okay, all right.
Baby Gary.
Not your strongest list, but a list nonetheless.
It was a list.
It was a list.
It was a list. You
Bob Kelly.
You gotta give him credit. His eyes are set way back.
I mean, he is the most emotionless person. Have you ever met anybody?
Well, I mean, yeah, he's pretty emotionless.
He is.
He really is. He's like a sculpted bust.
Like, he would be a major problem in the Army. They would realize right away he's the one.
Yeah, he's the one.
He's the one.
He's definitely the one.
You can follow Bob Kelly at Robert Kelly on Twitter, at Robert Kelly Live on Instagram.
RobertKellyLive.com. Just go there. Everything's there.
You can follow us at SR Show SXM on Twitter.
Or you can go to the BobandSamShow.com.
That's not a website. Yeah, it's not a website.
At Bob and Sam Show.
One of the chicks from Orange is the New Black, I think, is on tomorrow.
Oh, I love that show.
I think Jackie Moran is going to be here, too. So much going on.
Your wife's going to be mad.
Yeah, she is. We'll see. No, she might be.
And we're going to Periscope on the way home today. I'm giving Sam a ride back to the projects. And while I go up to Westchester.
Keep it locked on social media. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.